Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing Rakdos Punishment. Rakdos because of red and black, and punishment because anytime they draw a card, they get punished. And you know what your opponent does at least once per turn? Draws a card. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host. Watch for an expose on yours truly in this month's issue of Abs of Steel magazine, Dr. You Can't Suck It. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. You Can't Suck It. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aetherdrift, posted by our friend T-Stokes. T-Stokes, also known in the olden days as Tay Malice. So this is a T-Stokes deck, and once again, it is a Rakdos deck, which he does Rakdos and mono black so beautifully. So I pretty much trust that pretty much anything he's pumping out there is going to be glorious. I can tell you I've played this a couple times already, and I love it. Love it! All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We'll talk a little bit how this should work, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here today? We got kill little creature, do a point of damage every time we drop a land. Somewhere between 2 and 4 damage, depending on how much we funnel into it. Destroy target non-artifact creature, 3 points of damage to any target. That's any target as well. That's 1 point of damage anytime they draw a card. This guy is a hasty 3/3, and whenever damage is dealt to it, it deals that much damage to any other target. So worst case scenario, you could shoot your own guy, but we're not dealing more than 3, so I'm not sure it's super worth it. But potentially, something we work out. Let's see. If a player is dealt damage this way, they cannot gain life for the rest of the turn. So you can nip life gain in the bud, which is fantastic. This guy says that whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose a life. So we got this guy forces them to take damage whenever they draw a card. They take damage whenever they draw a card from this one. Plus, at the beginning of map cape, each player draws a card, which means I draw 2 cards, they draw 1 card. But that means they're drawing 2 cards between their turn and my turn, but they're still taking damage from drawing cards. So they're going to be taking lots of damage from card draw. Oh, what does Sheoldred do? Let's see, they take damage from drawing cards. So between Sheoldred and Crawler and Needlehead, though your opponent is going to be bleeding every time they draw a card. And you know what people like to do right now? Draw cards. So this is just going to punish them. Thus the name of the deck. Lastly, we got an Overlord. Whenever this permanent enters or attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target. So we're going to be passing 4 damage around to any target time and time again. So we got a lot of direct damage. We got a lot of just damage for card draw. And we've got a few bits of control for taking out other people's creatures. What do we got here? We got Fabled Passage, which technically drops twice, which would trigger off the Iridescent Vinelasher twice. We've got dual lands and regular lands. And there we go. All right, so what are we going to do? Yeah, we're going to control the board. We're going to try to get our guys out, punish them with us dropping lands, and then finally get into the position where every time they draw a card, they're going to be taking the damage. We're going to be screaming at them with Overlord and with Screaming Nemesis and whoever else we can afford, but we're going to keep these guys no matter what, because they don't have to do anything but just stay on the board. And hopefully, between all the damage we're dealing with the early game, all the damage we're dealing in the mid game, it won't take much, and this won't make it to late game. All right, so that's it. That's the deck. Now, before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sheoldred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, we're playing against Double Trouble. Vinelasher. Not that we have that much mana, but there's going to be more. I'd always question myself, should I wait to put it out for 3? But by that point, you're already up to 3 mana. You wasted all that time. All right, let's go. And we're good to go. So we got some control. Ooh, maybe wish I had Sheoldred out. Because this guy's a card drawing freak. Sheoldred would do a fantastic job of ripping him apart. All right, let's Screaming Nemesis. Down to 13. Always got to keep this alleyway open right there. And have the ability to take care of probably 2 different creatures. And another. All right, I'm out of mana. Let's draw some cards, baby. You want to draw some more cards? I'm okay with that. There we go. Let me guess, your whole hand says, let's draw some more cards. Oh, I see what you're up to. What is that, treasure? Yeah. All right, we got 4 right there. We got 3 as far as the lightning bolt's concerned. Let's see what we can handle with him here. That's even more. Here we go. All right, I think we got this thing. And boink. You got it? You're going to have to give yourself 3 life somehow? And we win! And we win! Victory! Rank up! Alright, we're playing against iddles. Iddles. Iddles? That sounds right. Alright, keep. I got a little bit of control. I need to get some black going though, big time. Need another black though after this. Really hoping. I mean, it's a dual color deck. How hard can it be, right? What's this guy doing? All right, let's just go see what he wants to do about this. He wants to shoot it. It's card draw, man. It'll help you out. Jerk. You think he has the ability to kill poor Sheoldred? Yeah, I'm going to Sheoldred it. Got a big old 5 butt. There's like a 50% chance he's not playing something that could do that hot. You go shoot with 2 cards, and he's got plenty up there. Yeah, draw that card, baby. I don't have any land left, so the Vinelasher is not that great of a thing. Let's Razorkin it. Alright, we're going to punish him for every card drawn. That's good. What's the deal here? This thing deals damage, and this one just loses life? Yeah. Trying to figure out what the difference is in the animation there. And we win! Sucker, sucker, fish! Can't even tell what you were trying to do. Alright, playing against roypnoll. 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 Something like that. Alright, so there we go. We can climb up to 4. Still nothing to really do. Gotta wait to... I can shoot him in the face, but what's the point? Alright, now he wants to kill something. He's gonna kill it. This type of killing doesn't make a difference how big it is. It's either exiled or just destroyed. Which means poor Sheoldred is going to be in trouble. He's playing a lot of different colors. I can hope for the best here. Alright, well, you didn't have anything ready to go back then. I'm hoping he's... What are we playing here? Vaultborn Tyrant. Alright, well, I can't do much about that. So I can do 5 to it, do a 6th damage. I don't have the mana to do more than that, so we'll just have to chill. Can I just do this guy's face? He's doing his turn. Let's just leave it. What can I do here? I could deal 4, and then 4, that's 8, and then 3 more is 11. He's going for all the colors, isn't he? Just missing out on some blue right now. What else he's got up there? Nothing. Anyways, 11 from 17 gives him the drop of 6. We're doing 4 right there. He draws another card and he's dead. Of course, I have to pay 5 for these things. It's going to have to go slow. I'm afraid if he's going to try to attack, he's going to lose it, but he's going to get it right back. So I don't know why he isn't attacking. Roypnoll. Touch your flowers, mow your grass. Splash in your creek. See, that water looks semi-viscous there. I believe there's some sort of petroleum compound in it. You can trust me, I'm a doctor. Uh-huh. Sheoldred. All right, plays that game again. Unfortunately, I don't have the mana for it. This is the part where you draw a card, my friend. You sit there with your dinosaur. You talk about the good old days. I remember back in the old days when the dinosaurs were only 3 feet tall. You could kick them with your foot. All right, Royp. You should think about doing something, my friend. I mean, I don't even think you've drawn your card yet. There we go. Really, that's your best thing to do is just come at me because I'm not about to lose Sheoldred at the moment. If I had a 6 mana, I could do 6. I need a 6 mana to be able to kill off that dinosaur right there. You could also zombify it back. That would be bad. That's slow. So I think we're just going to go for this guy's face, but I can do it on his turn, so I'll just leave it as it is. Yeah, man, draw your card. Yeah, oh, if he brings back, he's going to. Question is, does he have the Zombify in his hand? Like, why bother to play with all of the colors of the cards if you're going to be playing Zombify? You only need, like, Rakdos. That's all you need. Some guys ain't life where there's his life gain. That sucks. I'm down to 4. All right, I think we can win this. I think we got it. And he's down to 1. And there we go. Boom, boom. Goes the room. Victory. All right, we're playing against Nice Turtle. Nice. We're going for this thing requires 4 to be able to lay down. This one requires 3. Got a couple of 2s. Here you go, fish. Might just pull that same maneuver. Yeah, it's mostly there for Iridescent Vinelasher. If we don't have the Iridescent Vinelasher, then there's not much of a point. Is this guy playing the life game crap on me here? See how you like digging your own grave from your own graveyard there, Grave Master. If I want to do 3, I could do this. That's fine. Let's get out the Nemesis. All in 3. Technically, I got the ability to do kill anything and then 4 points of damage. I like to do it to his face, but gotta watch out for these creatures he's putting out. He's trying to gain life, and that is not cool, man. I know it doesn't really help. We just got a life linker that's off the board, that's all. Get another Screaming Nemesis out. Go in. There we go. I'd like to just flood the board at this point, but what's he doing? I'm going to both those guys and give me these guys. All right. One, two, three. He's got a couple little tiny tokens. All right, there's somebody I need to shoot. He's got 2 mana left. Come on in, my friend. And 4 points of damage right there. No tax. It's a new exile then, huh? Wait, how much does that thing cost? 3? This is starting to get out of control. Oh, we got a lot of Sheoldreds here. No tax. Those guys aren't doing me any good. He came way too late in the game. Sheoldred's going to keep everybody off my back. All right, well, at least he's punishing himself for every card he draws. Come on, something other than Sheoldred. See what we can wipe out here. All right, is he going to double up? Because whatever he tries to do, they're all going to get killed. And then we can swipe out another Sheoldred. You put Alas in front. thin you out. Fish. All right, your turn, Monkey Burn. Life gain sucks, man. Draw that card, though. Not haste. Oh, can we win this thing? Let's do it a lot like this. Shoot, shoot. And again. All right, let's end this game. Here we go. Next. Draw a card. Don't gain any life. There we go. You got lots of mana. But you'd have to have something to do with it all. And we win! In your face, Duffy Moon. Alright, playing against Young Turtle Duck. Three mana. Here's a 2 and a 2. Keep. Alright, we're cool. Go our greetings. There we go. We got nothing to do for one, so let's just put this thing out. I'm gonna pick black just so we can put out Sheoldred particularly. At some point, we need 2 black for that. All right, we're good. Now we just got to start thinning out his herd a little bit as he puts them out there. See, Lightning Strike if he puts out something on the small side. You got this guy in the graveyard. Is there anything he's got going on? All right. Baby. That's it. Mr. Duck has taken a long time to figure out what's going on. He's either new or a very cautious thinker. All right, we got 2 blacks. This could be another red. We usually need red with this deck a little bit more than we need black. I tell you what, I'm going to punish him. I'm going to go ahead and shoulder it at this point. Oh, you get a counterspell against the Black Queen? That's not right. What a jerk. Should have balanced the other one. I'll punch your face, your rock in the face while I'm waiting. There's a Sunbeam Queen. I need an exile, of which I do not have. It can't block at this moment. Let's go for full haste. Really, a Screaming Nemesis is great. However much damage it takes is how much it deals. If I can get that in front, and he's got trample, that's the problem. I can't do anything with it now. Now I can. Man, that's nasty, having to go back and forth with that stuff. You play that game, huh? All right, hopefully with Lightning Strike to win this thing. We'll see what happens. I'm going all in. Oh, what a jerk. Really? All right, he's down to 6. Let's play Razorkin then. We just have to get him down to 3 is what we got to do. This will do 4 points of damage right there. Having to play the even number of tokens game with Frog Queen there is rough. There he just has, how okay, he doubled it up. And no blocks, we're fine. And we win, and we win. Victory! All right, so here we are with Rakdos Punishment. Yeah, it was a great deck. The only thing I liked is that we were making, it was Needlekin and Crawler and Sheoldred. This deck should have been called, like, I dare you to draw a card. I just really like that a lot because, yeah, everybody, as soon as they drew a card, they were taking like 4, 5 points of damage, and you can't avoid it. In fact, most people are trying to draw cards, and this deck just said, hell no. You will burn in hell forever if you draw a card. So that was fantastic. I like the fact that if we had the Iridescent Vinelashes out there, so if we dropped a land, they were taking pain for it. That was fantastic. And a good amount of just regular old creature kill or just being able to shoot people in the face. I mean, Burst Lightning does 4 if you got 5 mana, 3 right there. We got 4 for this guy, and this guy right here, whatever kind of damage is dealt to it, you turn around and do it to it's like, when it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to another target. Just the amount of damage going on here is just top shelf. Chef's kiss. Yeah, big time. All right, so let's get to it then. Who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? Yeah, in this deck, it's hard to say. I mean, because the reals, I'd say, well, you know, the people that are causing it's got to be Sheoldred. Sheoldred's got to be the right one because she had all the value there. The reason why is because you know, you gain life, and then they take damage for drawing a card, and she's got Death Touch, and she's a 4/5. She's got a big old 5 butt. Yeah, that is why she's fantastic. This one is a 3/2. The butt's too small. This could be taken out with a cut down, and that's what's ridiculous about it. But it's still, at the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 1 life. That's good too. I mean, but unfortunately, your opponents could be drawing a lot of cards. But what's really nice is if you got this and like a Sheoldred and a Needlekin, then they're going to just be taking so much damage because they're going to be drawing so many cards that they're not even asking for. The Needlekin, okay, he's good. He's not Sheoldred level good, though. I was going to say Screaming Nemesis was actually really great, too, because it's a hasty 3/3, and it does as much damage as Delta It to another target, which is a lot of flexibility there. But ultimately, I'd say the life gain that comes with Sheoldred, puts her over the top as being the MVP. All right, so there you go. Sheoldred, the Black Queen. The Black Queen of my heart. You get to be today's MVP. Congratulations. You're going to Disneyland. All right, was this deck competitive? I ended up with a 78% win rate. 78%. Interesting. I'm looking at it. It was like we did excellent on the draw. So when we went second, this deck had a 100% win rate. That's insane. Usually decks that go second usually don't do as well. Especially when you're playing like red, which is all about the aggro kind of play. Yeah, usually you don't care. This deck seemed to just be lapping it up. So congratulations, deck. You did something pretty fantastic for a heavy red deck. Yeah, 78. That is definitely competitive. It did well on the ladder. It did well in casual play. Yeah, this is definitely a competitive deck. Number 2, was this deck fun? Absolutely. Why does that? Look at that. 1, 2, 3. The aggroness with this is heavy. You get to do things. You got lots of things to do for 1. We're pulling our mana. The mana came consistently. How many mana did we have? 24, which is that perfect number. And so we weren't really being mana screwed at all. We got the right things. The only thing I was kind of scared of was Fabled Passage, just because it's so slow. But Fabled Passage works in here because we got Iridescent Vinelasher, where you want to drop mana more than once if you can help it. And that works great. What happens is if you don't have the Vinelasher out, and these guys are coming out slow, that does not feel as well. But it's only 4 cards in your entire deck. Somehow they come out like crazy, though. Or at least that's my secret, is that if it's slow or it's not useful, I get it. If it's just nothing but pain lands like Sulfurous Springs, yeah, that'll be the first 4 cards I'm going to get. Just ridiculous. But still, we're playing it. Anyways, it was a fun deck because, yeah, it was fast. It kept the damage going continuously. You know, we just had to keep it out there, and our guys caused pain constantly. And we had a good amount of control over what was going on. As long as they weren't swarming us, we could usually eliminate whatever we needed to get rid of. Fantastic. All right, was this deck interesting? Yeah, I mean, the thing I thought was most interesting about it is that we really focused on, you know, it was pain for card draw. Pain for card draw. That was just what's going to happen. And then we had so much other direct damage between the Overlord doing damage and Screaming Nemesis getting through and doing damage, or being damaged because damage was dealt to it. We were just throwing it around. The one card I probably didn't like was probably Cut Down, just because it Cut Down so focused on the little guys. God, I'd almost prefer more of a Shock to a Cut Down, just because there's more flexibility where you can use it on. You know, you can combo Shock up with something else. You know, because like Lightning Strike and Shock will cost you 3, and you're going to do 5 points of damage. While Cut Down and Lightning Strike could cost you 3, but you can't even cast it because the thing you're going up against might have 5, might have 5 butt and 1, in which case Cut Down can't touch it. And you wouldn't be able to do that 5 point of damage. So yeah, Cut Down's the card I'm the most... Everybody loves playing Cut Down. I am always scared of this card, which is why I call it Turd in my hand. Just because there's so many times I got this card sitting there and I cannot use it. It's just a turd in my hand. And as we all know, that's exactly the kind of thing you don't want sitting in your hand. All right, that's it. Let's count this thing up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Yes. Was it interesting? Totes my goats. All right, so that makes this into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I'd highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.